Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trap door to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hello everybody, my name is X-Dragon, and we are here playing The Binding of Isaac. And as you saw from the sort of messed up intro, we are not in the best of positions. Now of course I've already played this game numerous times, as shown by the main menu here, which is the end. This is one of the way deep achievements. Like, I've played this game way too many times. I can actually show you, I think. Oh, nope, not that way. This way. So yeah, I have I've done 231 runs, or 200-ish. I think deaths include some of the other types of deaths, and people will understand what that is, like with items and stuff. I've also got all the endings, and found most of the secrets. Still have to find some more. So, as we have been told, we have been sent into the unknown depths by jumping into a trapdoor in our room that was under a rug. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, there are seven characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And they all have their own types of strengths and weaknesses to them. And I think I'll start off by going through them one by one. So we will start off as our main character, Isaac, and get this show on the road. So, as it shows you on the floor, simple controls. Actually, I'm forgetting something. Okay, well there's that, but where's the music? Because I have the music off all the time, because I listen to my own music while I do this. But as it shows on the floor, you know, we have our simple controls. WAC to move. Attack is with our tiers, which is the arrow keys, which I actually like this. This kind of control screen. Shift and E to, Shift or E to use a bomb, which we actually do have one. We start off with one as Isaac, and spacebar to use our item, which is the D6. Now if you're just starting to play the Binding of Isaac, you will not have the D6 unlocked. You have to complete a certain challenge in order to actually unlock it. There will be nothing there. Isaac will have absolutely nothing for an item. But let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and head up. Just a couple flies. These guys really don't do anything. I mean, the black ones, they don't do anything. There are different variations of basically almost all the enemies. You'll see those as we come along, like these guys. These guys have several variations, and I almost took damage there. That's great. And yeah, this should be alright. This should be okay, I guess. We are looking for the item room, which is the gold arch door. As you see here, we have found the boss door, which is the one with the giant skulls on it, and we have found the curse room? I think it's the curse room, the one with the spikes around it. We can go into it for basically 1 heart. It'll take a half heart in and a half heart out, and it can give you any sort of random item, usually a red chest, and we got 2 of them. We also know where our secret room is through there, because as you see on the map, there's no actual room there connected. And unfortunately, we only got a couple of live bombs that we couldn't pick up. I wonder if this mouse cursor is on the screen right now. We'll find out when I post this video. Also, you might have noticed the room we went into on the top that, oh, I'm like spacing out here, was locked, and we need a key to get into it. That was a shop, and that'll have different items, and it can also have a mini boss in it. So here's the item room. Okay, I know what this item does, I think, but I'm not sure if it's a spacebar item or not, because if you do something like pick a spacebar item up and put it back down, like you don't want it, you basically remove it from the list of items that you can pick up. Now this item right here, I believe, is the black bean. I know it's not black, but you know, deal with it. And it gives you panic farts. I'm not sure. I'll have some sort of picture, I guess, on the screen telling you. I'm gonna hopefully try and get that sorted out. But we don't want this, so we're gonna use our D6. Yeah, we didn't get a much better item, but we did get something I would rather have. We have Bob's Curse, which does give us 5 bombs, and it adds a poison effect to our bombs, and it also makes us look completely ugly. So we're going to use one of those bombs to get back into the secret room, which we saw from the curse room. These usually contain coins. They can also contain the same mini boss from the shop, which is Greed, which is this guy right here, except he'll be alive and trying to kill you. Or it can have an item, and the items from the secret room are very good items. Well, typically good items. So we're going to go ahead and head on to the boss, and we have Famine. I don't like Famine. He is one of the horsemen of the apocalypse, and he will... He's annoying for me to fight. I hate fighting Famine. He's one of the more annoying bosses for me to fight, especially on the first floor, with no good tier upgrades. But that poison bomb we were able to use on him did bring him down quite a bit of health. I actually want to try and do that. Oh! Wow, that's a good drop. So, Famine drops this cube of meat. And if we get more, I will explain more. Well, I'll probably just do it now. But the white heart that we picked up is an internal heart. This heart, as you can see right here, is a new heart container, sort of. And what happens is, if you go down to this trapdoor, or if you collect another eternal heart, you will get a new red heart container. So I will officially increase my health to 4 heart containers. So, seeing as there's nothing left to do on this floor, let's go ahead and jump down, and I'll begin explaining the cube of meat. The cube of meat is a item dropped usually only by the horsemen of the apocalypse, which is famine, pestilence, war, and death. Okay? So, each time you pick up a cube of meat, we have another shop here, we upgrade our cube here. 1 cube will get you this little protector buddy who will do damage, like right there. He did some damage to this guy. And he will, well, that's basically it. Getting a second cube of meat will allow him to shoot tiers alongside of you, which is not completely uncommon. There's plenty of items that do that as well. Got a key. We're going to need keys from now on to get into the item rooms. Getting a third cube of meat, and this is kind of getting into the rare parts. Meat, rare, terrible puns. I took damage. But getting the third cube of meat takes your cube ball meat thing and basically turns it into Super Meat Boy, except, you know, he actually has fully defined arms, legs, and actually he looks like an actual body. And he will walk around, he won't shoot tiers anymore, but he will walk around and chase enemies, and every time he touches them, like he does now, he does damage to them. And getting a fourth cube of meat, which, if you do manage to get that, good on you, because that's very difficult to do without certain items. Well, one certain item. He will just get increased speed and damage. Now, this item that we just picked up was the goat hoof. It increased their speed. I don't know if you can notice it, and I think that's just about it. It's a passive speed boost. Ooh, arcade. So, yeah, seeing that this is the first run, I'm explaining things like everyone's new. Teleport. I'm gonna go and pick it up, and I'm going to run a risk here, because there is a 6% chance that something could happen. It's not necessarily bad, but I would like to keep my dice, my d6, so I'm going to go and use it. And we got teleported into a room with Super Wrath. Great. So we have our mini-boss here, Super Wrath, and he is completely demolishing us. He is throwing out Mega Troll Bombs, or Super Troll Bombs, whatever you want to call them. And they are basically homing bombs. Now there is a way for us to get a type of homing bomb, but that is not here at the present moment. This is terrible. Oh my god. Super Wrath is just frankly quite annoying. And we got an item here, so that teleport really did not work in our favor. We did get Mr. Mega though, which does increase our damage for bombs. But yeah, I think we also get 5 bombs out of it. I want to be careful of this guy, this like meat thing. Oh, never mind. He's one of the more annoying enemies in this game, as he just shoots in a cross pattern. And it's just very annoying. It's very hard to hit him. Temperance, I don't remember what you do. I think you spawn a blood donation machine. Correct. I don't like those. Well, I don't like them now because I don't have any health to donate. So those will take away your health and will give you a bit of money. So we're gonna go back and grab our d6 because God, I already don't like this teleporter. And this will remove it from the rotation of items. So we're gonna go and roll it. That's pretty sure it's a spacebar item. Yeah, lemon mishap. Basically, you just piss yourself. Good to know. We'll be re-rolling that in a second because we can get another re-roll by getting a couple more charges. I'm gonna head to this arcade, and it's just a bunch of random events that can happen. And wow, you won Scottoll on the first try. Or Scottoll. Basically, this item now prevents all flies from trying to kill me. I'm gonna blow this up because again, I just don't have the hearts, and I need money for the shop. I do have enough money for what I want to get. It's just that I'm hoping to get more hearts. I should not pick that up. So we have another Eternal Heart. These are actually rare drops, but that's kind of crazy. I've gotten 2 in 2 floors. Granted, I don't think I'm going to be keeping this one. I have to beat the boss without getting hit, and I have to complete any other rooms without getting hit. Like, if I hit that fly, I would have lost my eternal heart. And it goes away. It doesn't stay. It goes completely away. Hell, if I would have gone to that blood donation machine and used it, it would have taken my eternal heart. I'm pretty sure. And in my stupidity, I have spent too much money. Great. You know what? We're gonna go blow it up. It should give us some more money back. Or it gives us a heart and a bomb. Thanks. Oh, I shouldn't be too mad at it. Did give us our eternal heart, which just basically gives us shield for now. Didn't actually want to do that. Well then, who's gonna try and blow? Come on, I need money. So now we're gonna try and find the secret room. The secret room is usually never next to the shop, so I'm gonna try here. Found it! Yay! And it has another slot machine. And we open up another pathway, which just leads back into here. Guess we'll just go fight the boss and hope we get a perfect fight. Oh, this should be too hard. Well, speak to the devil. Here is Gemini, and he's actually a little blue today. He is a champion version of Gemini. And what a champion is basically take a normal enemy and make it a bit harder. Some cases a little harder. Some cases, oh my god, I want to kill it harder. This one, it's just the same boss fight. There's actually a blue rock there. I'll explain those as well. It gives some armor with these blue hearts. They're called spirit hearts. They'll actually protect us from losing our sacred heart, whatever thing, eternal heart. We're gonna lure him to this bomb. Didn't do that well. Put it over here. There we go. And we got dog food, which actually increased our health. So what just happened in that room? That was a champion enemy, which I don't think it does anything different for Gemini. But it does introduce, you know, champions and that they're actually tougher versions of enemies. Why? I don't need any more of these. I suppose I could try it once. Huh. Nice. So I'll be walking out of here with basically 10 hearts. If I can do my math. No. Unfortunately, it also means we won't be able to re-roll our lemon mishap. I was hoping to actually get a good item out of that too. Whatever. We did get Skull on the floor, and we did get Mr. Mega, and we found the item room already. Well, this just changed the entire game. So right now we have very weak tiers, as you can see on the screen right here. Basically, we have no buffs for Isaac at all. This, however, is Mom's knife. We basically turned Mom, the bad guy, girl, and we throw knives. And this actually works as a melee weapon. This knife does tons of damage. Like, okay, it does a lot of damage, but it's like these guys are really tanky. It also works as a melee weapon, as I'm showing there. I actually lost a full heart to those, because those actually do a whole heart of damage and not one, or 1/2. These guys, whatever. Those guys are just annoying. They just, when you die, or when they die, they shoot tears in the floor pattern. So yeah, this knife, incredible damage. Unfortunately, we don't have that good range, and actually the range is, I believe the range is permanently set to a value. It's just that we charge it up by just holding in the arrow which we want to throw it in, like left, and it just goes farther. And we press right and it doesn't really go far. The longer you hold it in, the farther it goes. Simple as that. The knife does more damage when the tip is, well, when the tip hits the enemy instead of like the handle. And yeah. Just gonna keep on going because I don't really see a... Oh yeah, the flies no longer want to kill me. I think I mentioned that already. Because of Scatol, you know, we have the lovely poo pile on our head. Let's go in here. These guys still want to kill me though. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to them. That'll teach you. No secret room there, which I think narrows it down to one room. Oh, we actually took damage there instead of taking the full heart of damage we would have taken that bomb from that bomb, which not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Thank you, little silkworm. Let me go ahead and go into this room. This is the challenge room. So basically what happens is there's either a chest, like there is here, or an item. And once you pick up that item, like this, 3 waves of enemies will spawn 1 at a time, or 2 at a time if you're on the first floor. And you basically have to beat them, or die in the challenge room. So there's wave 1. Typically very easy on the first floors. These guys are going to be extremely easy because they spawn flies, which, you know, they don't hurt us. We need to take care of them. Turrets. These guys, well, they're turrets. So they just shoot projectiles at us. 1 second. Okay, then. So yeah, upon completing it, you can get another item, or, you know, nothing. So secret room's right here, I think. Yep. Unicorn horn. Well, this is, again, this is a secret room, so we could have an item. Unicorn horn, kind of cool. Basically lets you go invincible and lets you ram things with your horn. Also with Mom's knife, it's great for the great damage. But I'm going to take a chance and roll it. That was not worth it, but we're going to get this out of the lineup as well. And that basically means we've lost out on our secret room item. I guess I could have taken the horn, but I really don't like it. Because it means I basically get to be in their face. And we have Pestilence, who is, like I said earlier, one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Mom's knife just dealing crazy damage to him. And we don't have to worry about the main source of his damage already, which is basically these flies that'll spawn. And of course the green bombs that he's shooting as well. He's leaving behind a trail of what is called creep, which will do damage to you if you step on it. Thankfully we're not going to do that. And we have our second cube of meat. Yay, it shoots tears now. Well, sort of. And deal with the devil. This will have 2 items or a mini boss. We have 2 items. And these actually cost you heart containers. These don't just do damage to you. These take away your hearts. Unfortunately, I don't like either of these items, so we are going to go ahead and pass on those. We can re-roll those if we wanted to. We can get a 3-heart item in that 1-heart spot. That would have been great, but don't have our D6 ready, and I don't really want to sacrifice my hearts. Caves 2. So there's 2 stages to every area, which is like basement 1, basement 2, caves 1, caves 2. Ow, I can't believe it did that. That's not a stage, but you know, it's a good statement. Okay, so clean that up relatively easily. Again, more flies, so I don't have to worry about those. Also, pooters, which is these little ones that shoot the flies, that shoot the projectiles at you. They don't shoot at you anymore. I don't know if they do damage to you if they run into you, but better safe than sorry. Take advantage of one thing and try not to find out another one. Ryan, get rid of him, meat boy. Thank you. And can't get that. Sacrifice room. Basically, stand on the spikes, take a heart of damage, and you might get an item. These guys will just chase after you, but Mom's knife, just too strong. Hell, melee. Spirit heart. Oh, we almost did that. So we're just going to wait for them to run into my knife. And we'll do this. Fortunately, we can't pick up that key. But I like to find the item room. but seeing as we're already here, let's go fight the boss. Chub. Champion Chub. Oh my god, there's so many champions in here. So basically all these guys are stronger versions of their former self. Chub is supposed to spawn more of those crawler things, but as he's a champion, he's spawning these, I believe these are also champion versions of a, like, blood spitter. I don't know what they're actually called. But they basically spit blood at you, and they do, yeah, see? And they try and do damage to you like that. Chub, pretty easy. He just tries to kill you by charging at you. And, yeah, he's dead. Stem cells. More health. With that done, we now have the ability to just roam the floor and try and find our item room. I don't know where our secret room is yet. There hasn't been a pattern yet. So the way you find a secret room is usually they're in a horseshoe pattern or a U pattern. So let's just take this room right here. Let's take this room and we just drag it over to the one right here. This would make a U pattern and would typically mean that there is a possibility that a secret room could be right here. There's also a super secret room, which is much harder to find. I don't believe there's a set pattern on how to find them. It's just sort of random. Not completely sure. But yeah, more champions, and champions actually do drop items when they're killed. These could be, well, any type of item: hearts, keys, money, tarot cards, which is like the one we found earlier. I believe we found one. Yeah, I think we found Temperance. Yeah. Those basically just give you a random ability, well, or a random bonus. And we found a item room and a shop, it seems. Now, for the shop, we are going to be a little cautious because it can have our mini boss in it. So we're gonna go in there first. Alright, thankfully it's no mini boss, and we're gonna pick up the compass here. This will show us where all the special rooms are on the map. So, yeah. As you see, it just revealed the curse room all the way down there. D20. Basically D6. Well, this is the dice, but it's also known as the D6. It basically does the same job that the D20 does, except it doesn't work on, I don't think it works on spacebar items like these, or pickup items from these pedestals. It works on the collectible items. So if we wanted to, we can go all the way back to the two rooms over here with hearts in them. We could re-roll those for possibly any items, such as keys, bombs, chests even. Unfortunately, I don't like it because A, we don't have any rooms that I can see benefiting from it, and B, because it's just, I like the D6 better than D20, so we're gonna roll it. Or bombs, which we're actually lacking in bombs, so yay. So yeah, let's just keep on going. Let's go ahead and see what's in these last two rooms. More champions, that's great. More items for us, more money. I forgot to mention that along with being our little shooter buddy, he can actually block projectiles for us, which should mean, you know, he could save our life potentially. So we're gonna keep on. Alright, so this is what I meant by alternate forms, like way back. These guys we've seen before, but you notice that they have an eye now. That's an alternate form of them, which gives them increased speed, I believe increased health, and when you knock them into their, like, goo form, they will actually try and run away from the player. So, yeah. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next floor. Yeah, nothing we could have benefited off D20, so I'm glad we decided to roll it. That doesn't mean if we ran to, like, another room with a bunch of items, it wouldn't have been beneficial there, but just didn't seem like it's helpful. So up here, we can see that there's no room here. There's no door. That means there's a secret room here, but looking at the map, you also see that there's a mini skull there. Compared to our big skull for the boss, that is our mini boss. Ugh! Hate these enemies. These are a variation on a quite easy enemy, which I hate this variation because they shoot very frequently and very quickly, like as in like those comes up pretty fast. And leave that there for now. They also do one whole heart of damage, which is very, very disheartening. Every time you get hit by one, it makes me a little sad inside. So those guys are dead. They just kind of do a conga line. We're not getting any spacebar items, or any kind of stat boosters. This is MONSTROS Tooth, and while I don't particularly want to get rid of V6, I would like to show this off because it does significantly good for what it actually seems like. So what MONSTROS Tooth is let me go into the next room. It will summon the boss. Oh, there's no enemies in here. Well, these are Hellfires. They will actually try and do damage to you. It will basically summon the boss Monstro to come and jump on an unlucky foe. We got so many hearts. I would love to re-roll those. I don't know if I want to regret having gotten rid of the D20. I've also run into these guys before. So yeah, these guys are another variation. Rusty key. I don't think I need that. Ooh, heart. Great. More stuff I don't need. We're gonna go in here. Slot machine. This is basically a portable slot machine. And Spirit Heart. I'm gonna take the Spirit Heart. Basically, that's just a spacebar item that is a slot machine. So, if I could show this off, it would be nice. But, I should have used it in that room. Why didn't I do that? Basically, I'm gonna do it here. Summons Monstro, and I can't even do it here. He will crush your enemies. Wow, I really wish I could do it. But yeah, crushes enemies, does massive damage to them. Don't pick that up, please. And basically, the one catch is it doesn't work on Monstro himself, which kind of understandable. Wow, that 5-cent expenditure was well worth it, apparently. Let's go into the dual room. Yeah, I'll try it. Tarot card, 2 of spades. Okay. Don't think it was too worth it for what we got. Because as we do go through these floors, enemies do get tougher. Such as these. These are called babies, and they scream at you, telling you, give me their bottle, basically, and they want to kill you for not giving them their bottle. And yeah, they teleport somehow. Yeah, these guys. Knights. Basically, you can only kill them from the brain. And actually, our tool, or our weapon, isn't actually too good against them, because it's not a double-sided weapon, so it's okay, I guess. So we're gonna let these guys follow us, and they will both die. Let them chase us. 2 of spades. I believe this is double keys. It is. There's the 2 of spades, 2 of clubs, 2 of diamonds, 2 of hearts, and they all do basically what they would sound like they would do. So 2 of hearts obviously doubles your hearts. 2 of diamonds doubles your money. That might not be too obvious. Go ahead and give that guy a clean shave. Oh, and it appears that running into those flies, running into the pooters does not actually make them do damage to you. And we actually killed a golden poo there, which gives us a bit of money. Again, D20 could have been great there. Am I regretting it? Nah. Okay, maybe a little. Like for that heart room, oh my god, I would love to reroll that. Actually, I'm gonna have to go make a stop by there. So here we have, well, I guess you could say Greed and his pieces. So we had the Hanged Man, basically, and a Greed Head. Greed Heads, you will come to hate them. Some of the worst enemies in the game, and Loki! Okay, I have I love Loki. I like fighting Loki, I should say. He is just a beast. I mean, granted he's not a tough boss, damage there, but I like fighting Loki. He is just one of the cooler bosses of Isaac. Actually, he has a special trap jump flies around that also does damage to you. I've taken quite a bit of damage now. Good thing I do have some hearts back at home, you know. And down goes Loki. This, I believe, does not do anything for us. This is tears up. I think it does. Range and tears up. Okay, I'm glad I didn't re-roll that. So range will add, I believe, a bit of damage, and tears up will add a bit of a faster recharge time. So you don't have to hold for quite as long to get quite the distance. Now I'm gonna find the secret room right here. Okay. So, oh wait, duh, we already know where the secret room is. We're not going to go into the secret room because I see no point into going there. We could, well, first I should do this. So we're going to go ahead and reroll MONSTROS Tooth. Dead bird. So basically when we get hit, it will summon a bird for us that will go and kill our enemies. So this is kind of amazing. We've actually managed to we've managed to get a new heart container on every floor, I believe, up to this point. 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's gonna be 5. That's actually good, because for the final boss fights we're gonna need as much health as we can. I would like to have health going off the screen, which you could actually do. It is actually, I believe it's possible to get red hearts going off the screen, but it's very difficult, very rare. I almost could have had it in one particular run, but who cares? But as you collect more hearts and more heart containers, your screen will fill up. And, well, what happens to any hearts that, you know, you get after? Like, what happens when you fill up all 12 of those spaces there? What happens to those extra hearts? They go away? Nope, they're stored off screen. So you actually get more health than what you are shown. These are some of the worst enemies in the game. Thankfully, Mom's Knife, beastly weapon, and I just don't care about any damage I take. Item room. See, now I kind of like this run has been very bad other than the Mom's Knife. We're gonna go and pick up this item, Ghost Baby. It's another follower that will shoot tears with us, and it will shoot spectral tears, which basically tears that go through walls and such. Shop, dual room. There's an arcade. I'm gonna go to the arcade, which we're gonna have to go through some enemies for. Now in this case, I could have, wow, I could have chosen to not pick up the item that I did. I chose to because I wanted to have a little bit more damage. It's not going to be the best thing for us in the end of the run, but it will be beneficial, I suppose. Especially will be beneficial for now. Especially for dealing with groups of enemies. Tarot card, Justice. He gives you one of everything. Correct. I actually shouldn't have picked up that heart, but oh well. So this is what I was saying. You remember the enemies we were facing on the previous floor? Those are called Viz, I think. Basically, those were the regular forms. They shoot lasers, and those were actually an alternate form that shoot lasers from both sides. And hey, look, a nickel. Very lucky to get. Fortunately, I don't like this fortune telling machine. I don't think it likes me either, so I'm gonna blow it up to settle our differences. Money and bombs. Good way to settle our differences. Now, what I want from here is a chance for another heart. Because while the blood donation machine does take your health away in exchange for coins, it also can drop you 2 specific items that are related to blood and, you know, the taking of blood. Unfortunately, the rarity of it, well, it's not rare, it's just a it's a percentage, or it's a fractional chance. I think it's 1 in every 15 chance. It's a 1/15th chance. And yeah, it'll drop those items. It'll drop one of the 2 items. I would like more hearts, but he's sadly not going to give them to me. Give me money, but he won't give me those. Basically, the blood donation machine takes half a heart, gives you money or the items, and one of those will give me A, another heart container, and B, full health. Well, basically full health. If I have crazy low health and I, got this item, it might not give you full health. I'm gonna put you down to 5 because I've had enough of you, and I might need you. So one last play. Screw it. You did not give me any hearts. You're an a-hole. Well, I don't see any point in staying on this floor. Now we're going to fight our real boss, which is, well, you're going to see in a moment here. After we kill these things, I don't know what they're called. Spawn flies, who cares? Especially with the Scatol, it don't matter. Don't matter what you are. You're useless. Well, you're worthless. We're going to try and find our secret room right here. Nope. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump on in to our boss fight. Just making a couple double checks. And yeah. So we're fighting Mom. And okay, thankfully it's a regular Mom. You can actually get champion versions of Mom. And wow, I can't believe I did that. Well, now we have Dead Bird with us, at least. And he will aid us in trying to kill Mom. Not that we really need help with this, but I did sort of screw that all up. And yeah, that was Mom. Never even got to explain her. Who cares? Squeezy! Tears up. Gives you 2 spare hearts. Sort of getting lackluster in this commentary. It's been a while. Curse of Darkness. No map. No icons. So basically it takes our compass and shoves it down our throats. Well, not really, but it basically makes our compass useless. So that 15 cents that we spent to get it, it's kind of useless now. Go ahead and get that heart. So we are in a new area. It's the womb, or utero as it might be, on its alternate form, well, alternate level. And on the womb and utero, it's very, well, on the womb and forward, things get very dangerous, because now everything does double damage. Well, at least 1 heart of damage. I don't believe that everything, like enemies such as the crawler things, do 2 damage, but it basically makes everything do 1 heart of damage. And that can be very dangerous. Like these guys right here, these guys are, I guess, would do 2 hearts of damage, but I don't know if they do. I'd rather not find out. So let's make sure we don't do that. Okay, this is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna go and bomb all this rock, because it could give us the chance of getting a blue rock. Now you can't really tell where the blue rocks are in the womb, so you just have to go for it. Not gonna spend a bomb for that. Watch, it'll be that one. So yeah, basically things have just gotten a lot more, I wouldn't say more difficult, but a lot more risky. As you see right there, I took a whole heart of damage from that one enemy. Normally doing half, but yep. I also forgot to mention, champions do half or double damage, always. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, I actually did that. I'm gonna use it. It's a fortune teller. Basically spins hell. basically gives you one of two types of wheels. We can go ahead and use the spell. We're gonna hope there's something good. Bombs are key. Not completely worth it, but no harm, no foul. It's not really a harm, so I guess it is no harm, no foul. There are plenty of worse kills we could have gotten, to be honest, so I'm glad that we got that one over any other. So with the compass basically neutralized, we're basically just going to do what basic Isaac Gaming would do, and just try and find the exit, which we just did. These are Larry Jr.'s, and in the womb you start fighting, you know, regular bosses in regular rooms. That was the first floor, well, typically first floor boss of Larry Jr. Pretty easy, even that was a champion version, and Bomb Snatch just destroyed him. We're going to go into the boss room because there is no item room, there is no shop, there is no secret room. Well, there's a secret room. There is no, like, most of the special rooms are now gone. So we're going to go ahead and fight our boss. Yeah, the Bloat. One of the worst bosses to ever fight, ever. Basically because of that. His eye lasers are very annoyingly annoying, I guess I should just say. Very tanky, this mother effer. Also his eye lasers, not unpredictable. You can basically command him to fire lasers at will. I'm taking damage I shouldn't be. I'll let the dead bird finish him and get my meat. Basically what he does is he fires, he does all those attacks like jumping in the air, coming down, doing the jump, which also releases blood, lays creep, and he fires eye lasers, which you can basically tell him to fire on command, because he will fire them in a horizontal, like left and right, and a downward pattern. He won't fire up, so if you want to try and kill him, best to attack him from sides you can, but when he jumps on you, you are basically screwed. Moving on to the next floor, which is what seems to be the last floor, right? Crystal skin, man. Hoping there's a secret room in there. Basically, we're now in the last room, and this is more bosses that we would typically fight on other floors, and those are fucking champions that apparently drop bomb flies, I believe. Scared. He hurt. Dead bird, don't you do that to me. Yeah, see. Yeah, you see? He dropped a bomb fly. What an ass. So we're basically just gonna try and find out Loki. So yeah, you can find plenty of bosses in the womb, utero. As you see, we are actually on utero, which is the larger of the two floors. But Loki going down fairly quickly. Followed by his brother, Loki. Loki third. So, this is leading to something, right? Well, not necessarily. This could be a complete dead end. We could be wasting our time, hearts, and any sort of resources. So, please let this... it's a red pill. Let's take it. Well, fuck that pill. Health down. We just lost one of our many health upgrades that we've acquired throughout the run. Unfortunately, we have a doppelganger here. Now, we could just deal with him in a second. He'll basically mimic your shooting pattern in a, well, mirrored motion. So he will shoot tiers like that. You know, shoot that way, he'll do that because he's on a different plane. But if we do this, like he's facing away, he will shoot at me if I shoot at him. So basically what we're going to do this is I'm going to lay a bomb right here, and he's going to run into it. And I'm going to not run into that one. So, yeah. This floor, very hated. Like those spiders right there, those deal a heart of damage now. How wonderful is that? An enemy that you find on the first floor doing 1 whole heart of damage. Like, okay, there's a champion doing damage to me. I don't think it does 2 hearts. And our friend, the health down pill, shows his lovely face again. And more death. Unfortunately, there's no secret benefits to taking that health down pill, and we have found our boss room. Unfortunately, we are low in health. Now, the boss we're going to be fighting is, well, very weird, but is very typically easy. I'm going to go and see if there's a secret room here. I remembered the pattern. I'm quite amazed at that. Unfortunately, this money is useless, so, yeah. Ooh, heart. I'll also look for another one. So, let's go and fight. It lives. Basically, when you first start playing this game, it will be another boss. But once you get to a certain point, you will start fighting this boss, which is It Lives. And It Live is Mom's Heart. Well, Mom's Heart, it's a variant of Mom's Heart. Yes, even bosses have their own variants, some being very difficult, some being very typically easy. So, yeah, that's Super Knight. Fucking Isaac Knight. I don't even know what they're called. I hate them, because they're faster than these guys. Basically, we're going to be finishing this fight up pretty quickly. It's going to be... I was going to say, we need to be careful to take too much more damage. But we have finished up Mom's Heart. While it is supposedly the last stage in the game, it's actually not. So there are 2 options for us. We can go down this trap door, which what we've been doing the whole time, and that will take us to Sheol, which is basically a devil's playground. We only actually fight the devil after you fight a boss before him. Plenty of bosses to fight, especially in, well, basically in either of these forces. Plenty of bosses to fight. It's basically what all you're going to be running into. And the other one, which is the option we're actually going to take, is a beam of light to the cathedral. Thankfully, we do not have Crystal Darkness, so we can use our compass accordingly, hoping, you know, we make it as far as we're going to be needing to go. It's going to be extremely difficult for us to make it, even though where I want to go, seeing as, I'm already at half heart. And, Polaroid gives you a shield, not too useful. Like, right now, it's probably, like, its only use is to get you into the actual last level of the game. That is its use. Fortunately there we had Sloth and Super Sloth. Both very annoying, very nasty bosses. Well, supposedly nasty. Both down. Judgment, he is going to make our... I was going to say, he's going to make our money useful. Well, screw that, because this is Demon Judgment. He will take half a heart, or in this case, the cathedral, a whole heart, to possibly give you an item. And in my luck, it usually takes 4 or 5 uses. He doesn't take the heart container, he just takes your fucking heart. Alright? It's sad. Regular Judgment will take your coins and will try and give you an item. Now, Demon Judgment being a very good variant, in early game and later game, if you have the hearts for it, will give you a possible Devil Room item. Unfortunately, we have no hearts and no health to actually want to do this. Judgment will usually give you hearts, keys, bombs, regular items, and possibly a health up item typically. This guy will give you typically Devil Room items and nothing else. Maybe a tarot card. And, wow. Saw it coming. Well, fittingly, we died to death. The final horseman of the apocalypse, which we would have had to face in utero, womb 1 or 2. Well, no, 1. And thus concludes our first run of Binding of Isaac. Very, very bad run. Well, seemingly bad run. For others, it'll be a, moderately good run. I got to the cathedral, which is the second to last floor. Considering if you do take the Polaroid, you have beaten the game enough times to get the cathedral and shield unlocked. Okay, so what could have gone wrong? Well, what could have gone better? Item drops. Basically, we got, well, we started with bomb upgrade, then cube of meat, which, okay, it's alright. Bomb upgrade, then we had a self upgrade, which wasn't really too good. But then we got mom's knife. Or, no, we got more health, and then we got mom's knife. That, I thought, was going to be a really good item. And it is. It always is. I was hoping that we were going to get some stat boosters, such as damage up or more range up. Fortunately, we didn't get that. We got another cube of meat. We got, I don't even know what that is. The next item. Stem cells, I think. Basically, we didn't get any stat up items. And if it wasn't for mom's knife, we probably wouldn't have even made it to womb 1, or maybe, well, womb 2, maybe not even womb 1. All in all, could have been better with better items. Good first run, and yeah, hope to be explaining a lot more things as these runs actually do come out. I would like to thank all of you for watching this very long video, but it's going to be like this for all these Isaac runs. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe below, and I'm out. Peace.